Welcome back and thank you for staying with us. So, of course, one story is topping the headlines in South African news. The ANC's National Executive Committee is set to meet this afternoon following those damning Phala Phala findings against the president. Reports suggest that President Cyril Ramaphosa has considered resigning but is still consulting with his allies. He's set to dominate this afternoon's NEC meeting following the release of the independent panel report on whether he has violated the Constitution. Let's take you to our senior reporter, Siphamandla Goge, who is at Nasrec. He joins us now just to give us a bit more details. Sipa, day two of the meeting after meeting last night. Have you spotted any of them? I know that it's only a few hours to go before they start meeting, but have you seen any of the NEC members arriving there?
The high-profile leader that has just arrived is Gwede Mantashe, who's the national chairperson of the African National Congress. He has just walked inside that meeting room behind me. Security very tight. The way it's been cordoned off here, leaders of the ANC use the other entrance at the back of the venue that you see, and they get dropped off on the other side. I guess they don't want us to stop the leaders. They anticipate that we'll ask President Cyril Ramaphosa some questions. So Gwede Mantashe is already here at Nasrec inside that venue. The meeting is set to start at 2 o'clock, but the gist really centers around this quagmire that has been presented following the report of the panel to say, what do we do, in the words and in the question of former President Thabo Mbeki, who anticipated such a scenario and asked the question to ANC members to say, should there be something that will say the president may have a case to answer, what do we do? So that's what is happening right here, right now. Not too much of movement, only Gwede Mantashe has arrived. Our sources are telling us that President Cyril Ramaphosa is still even discussing, as you see, security personnel here, police are coming. Linge Ndabambe will show you heavy deployment of police with the arrival of Inyala and other police vehicles, because you would understand that when the head of state, who is the president of the ANC, and the deputy president are attending any meeting, terms of security protocol, security has to be tight. So our sources are telling us that President Ramaphosa from 11 a.m. has been logged in back-to-back meetings with his allies in Johannesburg, who are still trying to persuade him to to attend this special NEC meeting that is taking place at Nasrec. Our sources are telling us that he told them that he does not want to attend a meeting that will discuss him. He wants to give NEC members enough time to be free, to be democratic, to debate without him being present. But his allies are telling him that if you do not attend, you will be perceived as having run away from the meeting. Rather, attend the meeting and hear what the meeting says. Let it be the meeting that will ask you to recuse yourself. So at this stage, it's not confirmed whether President Cyril Ramaphosa of the African National Congress will attend this NEC meeting or not. He's being persuaded by his allies, as they persuaded him last night when we are told that he had taken a decision that he was considering resigning. He briefed them and they said, no, don't do that now. Just hold on. Let's fight. We will defend you inside that NEC meeting. The question and the timing of when and how you're going to vacate will depend on what happens inside that NEC meeting. But for now, let's go and fight. Fight it out. Do not give up. Rather, defend yourself. Take this matter on legal review, or rather follow the legal route. So that's what we are getting from our sources, that even at this stage, he's still applying his mind. He left them with words yesterday saying, I'll sleep on it, let me apply my mind. But he is adamant, we are told by our sources who are close to him, that he really wants to resign because he feels that he doesn't have the stomach and the heart to go through the parliamentary impeachment process should the report be adopted in parliament, and there has to be a long debate and it will be humiliating according to him. He says he would want to resign and fight it outside.
Outside of the ANC, I'm assuming then, Sipa, because that's exactly what I was saying to you before we went on air, that I wonder if he'll be able to take a long process discussing him in public if it is adopted, if that report is adopted indeed on Tuesday. But also, Sipa, you mentioned the chairperson of the ANC, Gwede Mantashe. He's one of the people, I believe, he's actually said it in media, that he's one of the allies of Cyril Ramaphosa who believes he shouldn't resign because of this report. He actually says the report was badly written.
Absolutely. He's one of those people who were lobbying the president of the ANC yesterday not to resign, including Oscar Mabuyane from the Eastern Cape. We are told Muzi Chirwa from Mpumalanga, who's the provincial secretary, Zamani Sol, the provincial chairperson of the ANC in the Northern Cape, NEC members Ronald Lamula, Enoch Kodongwane, Oscar Mabuyane, as I've mentioned, are some of the leaders that were lobbying President Cyril Ramaphosa not to resign, saying, hold on for now, look at the other legal route to challenge this report. Let's fight for you politically. We are approaching the conference. It's the eve of the conference. If you resign now, you will collapse the entire core and the faction that is supporting you. Let's explore political options that are available while you explore legal options, including a possibility of taking this report on review. And Gwede Mantashe, the national chairperson of the ANC, has said that he will continue to defend ANC President Cyril Ramaphosa as he has defended in the past ANC President Jacob Zuma, on the basis and principle that if the ANC presidency office collapses, then there will be chaos. Whether what will happen moving forward, because you do get a sense that inside this NEC meeting that will be taking place here, those who are so-called RET forces are adopting a line which says the president must assist the movement by doing the right thing, which is resigning. Those who support the president are saying, no, he has not been formally charged. Yes, the matter is being investigated. The Phala Phala matter is being investigated, but there is no need for him to resign now. So they will close ranks and defend him. Both factions are saying there will be fireworks inside this meeting because all of them are coming here prepared to defend the president. Others are coming here prepared to ask him to step down immediately because they are saying the integrity and the image of the ANC is taking a knock due to this report. So it's going to be a very interesting meeting. But also those who support the president are said to have told him that, listen, you cannot just resign. Hence, yesterday he had initially planned to address the nation, but those who are his lobbyists said to him, no, you need to go through organizational processes. In the past, presidents have resigned, but the NEC had met and the delegation was dispersed to go and brief those leaders that they needed to resign, including former President Thabo Mbeki and former President Jacob Zuma. With you, let's go to the NEC meeting and we'll take it from there.
All right, senior reporter Siphamandla Goge live for us at Nasrec in Johannesburg. Maybe the president's allies want to wait until Tuesday to see if that report is adopted. Maybe there's something they know because it's going to be a numbers game in Parliament on Tuesday.